Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jerry Lucas. 10 years after 9/11, we've had two major hurricanes in Katrina and Rita, and then we had Irene this weekend. And now we are moving up on the anniversary of 10 years after 9/11. For some, 9/11 was planes hitting buildings and giving money or standing in line to give blood. To me, from my home in Indiana, it was a 12-hour journey in which I found myself as a nurse working at Ground Zero, my cousin Richard at my side, trying to do the best we could. Now, for some people, pictures like this, and many of them that I took, still come back to haunt me today. Why do they haunt me? And why did I go? You know, as a child, I was brought up from those who had fought World War II. I heard stories of how, after the Japanese had attacked Pearl Harbor, many young men went down to volunteer for the armed forces. Those who could not get into the armed forces, some of them even committed suicide because they felt so strongly about supporting their country. While at Ground Zero, I seen that. You watch the news, you've seen lines of people lining up to give blood, thinking that that was going to be something that was going to help people, not knowing that that was not going to be necessary, yet they done it. Concerts and concerts and concerts, trying to make sure that we took care of those who were affected that day. In essence, we became American citizens, citizens of one country, people who cared about other people within these walls, within these borders. I traveled to Ground Zero because as a nurse, as a veteran of the armed forces, it was something I had to do. I had a skill, and I knew that I could put it to use. I can't tell you that I'm a hero, because I'm not. My son-in-law right now is serving in Afghanistan. He has served in Iraq. He is now taking on the legacy of 9/11. And for some, they don't like the wars. I'm not a fan of the wars, but I'm a fan of the United States military. Above my house, you will find 3 flags: the United States of America, the Star-Spangled Banner. You will find the U.S. Army, the service that I served, and one that supports all services. I cannot say that I would do it all over again, because I would hope that it would never happen. But if it does, yes, I would respond. There are days that breathing sometimes can seem a little difficult. And I know for some, they needed to sue or they've had many medical issues. I, for one, volunteered. I was not forced to go, nor would I force anybody to pay for my medical care. 9/11 means a lot. It meant to me the unity of this country. It meant to me that each one of you had faith that not only would we bring these people to justice, but the person beside you wanted to help somebody they did not even know. Years have come and gone. In 2005, I found myself fighting to save my daughter's life here in front of my home when she was hit in a head-on accident. And I could not do that. I fought to get paramedics in my county because I thought it might make a change. I've done many other things, and I am still right now today waiting to see if there is help needed in the aftermath of Irene. And if so, I will once again pack up my stuff and go, because that is what we are supposed to do as American citizens. 9/11 has come and gone, and we have forgotten, as we always do. After a major disaster, there is so much goodwill in our country that if we could bottle it up and sell it when the country turns to crap like it is now, we'd all be millionaires. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just one person. My story has probably been told millions of times by many different people in things that they do. Stop looking at the party line in this country. Stop looking at each other as a alien from another planet. If you are, and if you claim to be, and if you wish to be a United States citizen, then the only thing that should matter to you is that this country should be the greatest country on the planet Earth, and that the citizens within this country would be more than happy to come forward to help you in your time of need. If we remember this, 9/11 will not be lost to our history, to the past. But it is the fate of all Americans, as it has been through our history, to forget the past, to go forward in the future, to change everything because that's the way we are. And then when it happens again, we all look back and we say, how did we let this happen again? I don't know. September the 10th, I will be at Fort Knox, Kentucky with my daughter at a concert. September the 11th, I think I'm going to try to find soldiers and do good for them and their families, because they still fight the war today. And every day, they lose a loved one in the field. And it does not matter the thousands that died at ground zero, because only the one they lose today means more to them than anything else. Please remember this day. Set it in stone. Remember what we've done, what we became, what we wanted to do. And remember that you are a U.S. citizen, most of all. For those of you who wish to see some of the pictures that I took that day, you can go to my Facebook page. I live in Deputy, Indiana. Just look me up. You'll see me there. Or you can go to my nursing website for male nurses. It's called Male Nurse Magazine. And go to my media page and you will find them there. In time of need, I've always said healthcare should not be something you have to look for. We should find you. And know this, if a disaster happens and there is a way I can get there and I can bring some of my friends to help you, I would be more than happy to give my life for a stranger. That is what an American citizen is all about. God bless you. I hope that you will celebrate this in some honorable way. And never forget, as long as you claim that title, citizen, you have a responsibility to not only the country, but to yourself, to do the best you can. Thank you very much.